You're watching Scone versus Park Place. Enjoy it live on Kaudri TV.
So, welcome back. Here we are for final quarterfinal. Back here on Kaudri TV, produced by Polo Line TV. And before the final game, I throw you back to my co-commentator, Carl Ude Martinez.
Thanks very much. Thanks, John. Yeah, here I am pitch side for the last quarterfinal from this weekend. And what a quarterfinal weekend it has been. 15 teams started out, 3 leagues and 4 qualifying matches. And we saw earlier the third spot get taken by strong, unstoppable UAE. So now we turn our attention to the last one. By the end of this six-jucker, we'll know who will be taking the 4th spot for that semi-final. Will it be Park Place? Will it be Scone? So when these two titans meet, well, they often meet on the USA circuit, on the Argentine circuit. They're huge, big organisations, often in semi-finals, in finals. So it's going to be quite an interesting showdown for sure. One that we're very looking forward to. Pressure is building at either camp, and we're going to get set very shortly for our first chucker. So Scone come in with 1 loss, only 1 loss so far. That was in the Centenary Cup. Adolfo hasn't been playing many matches. Today it'll be Tommy Pinello that'll be playing instead of Adolfo. But with Perotto and with the Matias Gonzalez, who has a great season over in the US. He's been flying over there with various high goal teams, over here now playing for Scone. They're looking pretty strong, the boys in red. Park Place coming in 6 out of the placings into the quarterfinals. Current defending champions, of course. They won last year with Hyde, Hine, Elizalde and Pierres with Facundo. Facundo's back again. They came in with 2 wins and 2 losses, which was quite surprising. Everyone thought they would be coming in a lot stronger than that. It's interesting to see how confidence is in the Blue Army. It's a bit of a gamble today. They've had a lot of injuries have played their part, but it is all restored and back to normal. So we have James Harper, Matt Perry, Andre Borodin, and of course Facundo Pierres make up the Park Place team. So 2 giant organisations with a lot of horsepower. Will it be that takes the win today, or will it be the game of mental strategies that they're also so very good at, these 2 teams? Let's have a quick look at how they've got on so far in this tournament. So, ladies and gentlemen of the live stream, very warm welcome to you all from around the world. Hopefully you're all tuning in for what is going to be a fantastic match. Oh, look at that. We've got Merlos down there. We've got Juano Britos. A array, a fountain of talent, a plethora of talent. That's my word for the day, as I'm getting very excited, as you can see, John. So let me, let's bring down the runners. Do you want to go first on Scone then, John, and introduce the runners and riders?
Yeah, so players coming back onto the ground now for our second quarterfinal of the day. Take you through Scone. I have a big question as well that everyone has been asking. What will their lineup be today? For Scone, it is David Paradise. He plays at number 1 of Nauticals. Number 2 is the American Matias Colo Gonzalez of 4 goals. Number 3 is Perotto Cambiasso, 9 goals here in England, and playing at back, it is Tommy Pinello. Coming in for Adolfo Cambiasso today, so that is the news from the pony lines. Adolfo Cambiasso is unable to play this quarterfinal, so it's Tommy Pinello. We've seen him already play practically 2 whole games for his Scone side, and very impressive as well.
And Park Place line-up there. Andre Borodin will be playing at the front. We've got Matt Perry, number 2. We've got James Harper and Facundo Pierres making up the 4. So slight injuries from some of these along the way, but it all restores back with Matt Perry at number 2, James Harper number 3, and Facundo Pierres at the back, number 4. Umpires Peter Wright and Ben Turner on the field, and Henry Fisher is the 3rd man. Facundo playing in that number 3. Apologies, look like he changed shirts with harps, but Facundo just coming in front of the grandstand now. Horses for the opening chukker. Got a couple of horses coming through. Facundo coming out on Fina Sandy. Matt Perry on Open Tromba. James Harper on Chelsea. Love that man. That'll be coming back out later, I'm sure. And Andre Borodin on Open Oculata. So, defending champions, Park Place from last year. They won the Gold Cup nearly a year on with a team lineup of Hyde, Hine, Pierres and Harper. Not Harper, Elizalde. Got Harper on the brain today. Elizalde, Park Place. Defending champions. They've had a good run. They run the Prince of Wales this year on the UK circuit, and they won the US Open. Scone, as you say, John.
Yeah, Scone, they started this tournament absolutely on fire, beat Vikings in that first game. Adolfo Cambiasso got injured right at the beginning of that first game. Tommy Pinello just fitted into this team so easily, has looked so good replacing Adolfo Cambiasso. They then convincingly defeated BP Polo as well, before a little bit of a shock defeat against Talandrakis.
The Centenary Cup.
That was the Centenary Cup day, indeed. A very impressive Talandrakis it was that day. And today as well, Carl, we are playing for a trophy in this game as well.
We are. Today the trophy is the Vichai Siwat Hanaprabha Memorial Trophy. And very big thank you to King Power for all of their support with the Gold Cup over all these years, having won it many times, doing the hat trick in 17, 18 and 19, also winning the football at the same time with Leicester City. But a very big thank you, and this is a memorial trophy for Vichai Siwat Hanaprabha. So good luck to both teams as they are getting themselves ready for this Titan organisation. Both of these global teams around the world playing all of the big circuits. So good to see them facing off each other today.
So players lining up the game as the last one, 6 chukkers, and it's going to be Scone out there in the red. David Paradise and his organisation from Australia looking for their maiden British Open victory this year. Proto Cambiasso, he won it back in 2020. Still just 17 years of age, 10 goals in Argentina. He's up against the master here, Facundo Pierres. Facundo taking on Gonzalez straight away. Long drive down by Facundo Pierres, looking for Matt Perry, going back hard is Proto Cambiasso, and Proto clears away the first chance now for Scone.
So Proto, cool and calm, just knows he's got a couple of options, and that was a nice little touchback as he came through to leave it for Pinello. Pinello's looking over to his left-hand side. Proto's going to come back in. Paradise doing a good job trying to make a little bit of pressure there on Harper. Still Pinello. Proto decides to go left. Proto going left and open. Still Tommy Pinello. Oh, nice little hit there. Straight underneath him goes Matt Perry to try and defend Harper with the backhammer. Nobody there from the blue shirts. Just Pinello.
Tommy Pinello now to the left-hand side. It goes. Oh, he was gone as well. It just deflects off the umpire, but it's going to be a gain there for Gonzalez. Gonzalez ridden out the play well by Harper, but we have an early whistle on the ground. Just saw that frustration there for Pinello. Hit the ball into the umpire. Deflected away, clear. penalty for Scone.
Let's just have a look at this live play here so you can see Harper just came onto that line, thought he was okay. Penalty to Scone, so Perotto just teeing up this ball, ready to open up, see whether we can get a goal on the scoreboard early on in this first chukker. Very talented player, watching him rapidly rise over the years. Winner of the Gold Cup in 2020, playing with his dad for Next Generation. The Argentine Open, he's played many a time, won that. Oh, there we go, straight through. He's on fire at the moment. Perotto Cambiasso, John.
So Perotto Cambiasso out there on Chichara in this opening chuck. He gets first goal of this game then. The penalties, very impressive in that last game. Not a lot of them, but considering the wind, 100% success rate for both sides with their penalty shots, and Perotto definitely going for the power there as the ball goes back into play and picked up again by Cambiasso, taking on Harper again, and it's once again these two coming together, and the result looks the same. It's going to be another penalty in favour of Scone. James Harper just coming across in front of Perotto as he came out the line out. He had the near side play, that's what he went for, but it deflected off the pony, but just went over the line. So it's going to be a penalty. Carl, I just wonder whether they're going to put it all the way up to a 40 or whether they leave it on the 60.
No, I think they're moving it up. Quick change from a couple of people. Matthias, Pinello, both changing. So is Paradise. Perotto circles. Wow, it's very rare does he miss, but it's gone wide.
Well, Scone are claiming it in. They're going to have another look. We do have a video replay up with a third man as well, so we will have a look just to make sure that did go wide to the left. It was certainly hit with a lot of power, but catching the wind, perhaps there is still a little bit of a breeze out there. They're still appealing our Scone. Perotto saying that it went straight through the centre. The umpires, though, at the moment, the players all coming together. So close for these penalties, Carl, when they do go up so high into the air, just like that one there. So let's wait and see here as we have a look on the replay. It's Perotto who came up to it. He hit a big penalty. So we did just have a look at the instant replay. The penalty did go high. It was going pretty straight at the point of contact, but then it really did just curl left, getting caught in that wind. And it looks like the umpires are going to give the benefit of the doubt to defending players, and it's going to be a ball off the back line. So a couple of early penalties for Perotto. He got the 60, he missed the 40, and it's going to be here now with Harper. Look for Facundo Perez making the run to the right-hand side. Now he goes left as Harper just keeps it one more time and does eventually pick up here Facundo Perez. Still on Fina Sandy here in this opening chucker. Takes it to the right-hand side of Tommy Pinello. Now looking to take on Perotto Cambiasso, who waits big bump and a ride-off by Cambiasso. The two captains come together, and it's now there with Matt Perry. No, still Facundo.
Still Facundo back. He leaves it now. Harper, little chip up there, just trying to get it up to Facundo. Facundo with the drive. He cuts it inside. It's all clear. Will it run? And he cuts in himself. He just needs a little touch. Facundo Pierres. Lovely little opening goal for Park Place. Nice play from the line out, straight to the boards, from the roll in, straight to the boards, from Harper back up to Pierres, and Pierres finishes it off. Nice.
It was a beautiful finish, it was, by Facundo Perez. But you've really noticed this year, Facundo Perez bringing James Harper in, who does play a lot further back. In past years, we've been seeing Facundo drop deeper and deeper. He really is at his best running to goal, and Harper allows them to do exactly that there, and Facundo levels it up. Now looks to go with James Harper. Behind him again is Facundo Perez. Perez hooked up a play by Perotto Cambiasso as the ball falls again to Perry on the near side in front of Pinello. Ball just gets a little bit stuck, and eventually Tommy Pinello, he's there. Gonzalez goes up the ground down the centre. Perotto Cambiasso to the left-hand side as Cambiasso will get there in front of Matt Perry.
great job, but Perotto, just the way he slams on the brakes there and cuts it back in, the confidence Paradise leaves, and it goes with Matt Perry now. Pinello and Perotto working well together. They've got Matias Gonzalez just waiting. Pinello goes for a little run up, buying a bit of time. He's taking it now back to the left-hand side. Perotto out of the air, now to the right, to the left, leaves it for Pinello and leaves it for Gonzalez. Here they come through. Matt Perry for Park Place. Just controls it, slows it down, takes it back out towards the boards. In goes Borodin, and in comes Harper to try and help out. Perry being hard pushed there, right on the far side. Still Perry's lining it, asking for a little bit of way to come through. There goes the maroon hat of Matt Perry. Interception by Scone. Nice from Pinello. Pinello steals it straight off from in front of Perry. That was really good, but Perry's not giving up, and he's back on his shoulder, fighting hard, but in comes Pieris just to kind of tie things up a little bit and gain a little bit more control as he brings the ball out across the field and asks everybody to regroup for one more time.
Facundo Perez, long drive down the ground, looking for Harper. Their defensor again is Perotto Cambiasso. Near side backhand played by Cambiasso, looking now for Gonzalez. Gonzalez just slows it down. Behind him goes Tommy Pinello. The ball has gone through the stick of Facundo Perez, and it's going to be Pinello. Pinello now taking the ball up in towards the 60, just slows it down. Waiting is Perez, is Pinello with the drive. Great defensive play by Andre Borodin, and bringing it away on the near side is Harper.
What a great defense shot from Andre Borodin. Absolutely got to stick to that one, stop that from going in. That was going all the way, I think. And Matt Perry now on the attack. This is really nice to see from the Englishman. Matt Perry storming away. He's asked for a little bit more speed from his horse, but look how well Scone are coming back in defence. Look how well Pinello's really pushing it, but Perry still manages to get it. Goes for the big shot, doesn't quite connect. Desperately trying to keep it in to see if Harper or anybody can finish it off, but it falls to Perotto.
Perotto Cambiasso now for Scone. Just takes it behind him now as he's got Matt Perry. Oh, Perotto went for it all. He left it behind, and it's going to be now James Harper for Park Place, spinning it back round. Park Place looking for their first lead of this contest with James Harper. Sends it up towards the goal, but it's going to be here now with Pinello. Just has a look to see where David Paradise goes. He's got Perotto behind him as well, as the players just come to a bit of a standstill as the ball goes out left, looking for the young boy wonder. Still just 17 years of age, Perotto Cambiasso. His father, Adolfo, the greatest player perhaps of all time, watching from the tent, but it's here now with Facundo Perez. Facundo steals it, backhand played, looking for Matt Perry, and Matt Perry gets away from Pinello. It's Matt Perry with a shot towards the goal, and the goal is scored. And it's the English player, Matt Perry, who gets his first goal of the game, and Park Place take their lead. Carl, what a start to this game.
What a start to this game, and what play from Pieris to Matt Perry. He had a go earlier, didn't he, on the set play before, couldn't quite finish it off. Same place, same position, this time made it count, popped it in. Really nice to see Park Place take the lead now, 2-1 as they come back to the middle.
It's great to see Matt Perry returning to these levels year after year. Finalist last year with Dubai. Winner of his tournament, of course, in the same team as Facundo Perez, and great to see Facundo showing his faith in the England number 2.
He won the Gold Cup back in 2013 with Facundo, with a team called Zakara. So Facu Pieris and Rodrigo Andrade. Nice to see the maroon hat. Always, you can tell it's Matt Perry. So, Pieris. Facu on the far side, Matt Perry in behind. Park Place seems to have a little bit of momentum at the moment. Harper, he's asked to pick up and sweep up the ball. In comes Pieris now, pops in behind. There's the nice overlap. Harper's really motoring up the field, so they've got something in mind. There's Pieris through. Harper's running down onto it. Oh, what an interception! What an interception from Tommy Pinello.
Tommy Pinello now goes. It's Facundo Perez coming back. Look at those horses open out. Andre Borodin is there as well. Great defensive play by Borodin coming across, and a great backhand as well. But he finds now Matt Perry. Perry in front of Perotto Cambiasso. Perry to bring it round.
Great backhand by Andre Borodin, and enough for Matt Perry just to fall onto it for the near side. He's got to keep it away from Perotto, just breathing down his neck. There goes the ball now. This could be a chance for Harper. James Harper, he's out front, and it's a race back. There's the first buzzer. There's 30 seconds left to play. Oh, there's the second buzzer. That is the second buzzer. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll be the end of the chukker. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Oh, what a great opening. So, 2 to Park Place, 1 to Scone. Let's have a quick look at how the quarterfinals of day 1 got on yesterday with a little bit of highlights.
You're watching Scone versus Park Place. Enjoy it live on Cowdrey TV.
So here we go. Welcome back for the second chukker. Not too uneventful, the first chukker. Let's have a quick look at these horses here. And we've got Scone, David Paradise is on Claudina, Matias Gonzalez on Delfina, Pororte Cambiasso on Bam Bam, and Tommy Pinello on Mirage.
For Park Place, you got Andre Borden on Open Mundo, Matt Perry on Nikita, Facundo Perez, watch for some damage on this one, Impuntual, and James Harper, he is on L'Oreal, a horse so well known to these audiences over the year. But it is here now with Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the man from Ohio, just leaves it behind. Picked up now by Perotto Cambiasso coming through. The umpires stopped him in his tracks. I'm not sure they like the power in which Gonzalez hit that shot into the body of James Harper. So it's going to be a spot hit in favor of Park Place. Like I say, look at this these two beautiful mares, Impuntual with Facundo Perez and James Harper on L'Oreal coming round for this spot penalty.
Little tap forwards. Impuntual, big white blaze. Cuts to the right. Still Harper behind. Pieris takes it forwards. He knows he's got the legs on Pinello, so asks for a little bit more speed. That's easy for him to overtaking. Just a little check back, and he goes for the shot. He goes for the neck. Has he cut the angle a little bit too much? Went for it. Still in. No, it's gone over the line, but nice attempt there from Harper to Pieris. And look how he just left Pinello. Just asked for a little bit more speed and open Impuntual. Off she went.
Yeah, just seeing the speed. We saw in the last game the UAE horses, they really began to run away from Vikings, and that convincing victory in the end for them. There's some early signs that Facundo Perez, as he so often does, is just getting into form in these last stages as his horses get better and better. But it is here now with Pinello. Pinello behind him is Perotto Cambiasso, just played there against Facundo Perez. Still now Tommy Pinello in between Perry and Perez. Still Pinello got there by Matt Perry, and it's going to fall now for Perez.
Perez picking up the backhand from Perry. Perry now brings it forwards. Turned by Scone. Still Perry. Comes down to quite a slow pace. Harper comes in, feeds off that one. Just need to get rid of Pinello. In comes Facundo behind. Momentum just swings a little bit there. Gets a little bit messy, and there's the whistle blown for Scone across as Facundo took that round the side.
Yeah, we have a look on the replay. God, they're all in a heap. It's going to go in favour of Park Place. It looks like
of Park Place.
Looks like there that they just came across in front of Pires on the ball, so it's going to be a penalty in favour of the blue shirts. Chance to put some daylight between these two sides. So it's going to be Facundo Pires still out there on Impuntual with the chance.
Looking forward to seeing him come out in one of my favourite mares, Open Mediterranean.
Facundo with the strike. He's got the power. He's got the accuracy. 3-1 Park Place. And Facundo Pires, he has come out meaning business in this quarter-final. Multiple winner, of course, of this British Open. Facundo Pires just rode up to it beautifully there. Got his horse into stride. A wonderful swing through the centre of the goal. So Park Place pull a couple clear. What can the young guns of Scone, Proto Cambiasso, Tommy Pinello? They played so well so far, but let's get here again with Park Place and Facundo Pires. Thought about going, then pulls it back, slows it down. James Harper comes in behind. Instead, he looks forward, looking for Matt Perry, but he's taken care of by Gonzalez. Matt Perry not giving up, and it's going to be there with Pinello.
No, nice backhand from Pinello. Matthias thought it was going the other way. Pops in behind. It's then swept up one more time. In comes Facundo Pires again once more. He's trying to take it round the traffic. In goes Perotto for a little challenge. As Perotto challenges Facundo, the whistle is blown. And again, another stop and start in this one. Perotto thought he had the line.
Yeah, so after a pretty open first chukker, this second chukker just getting a little bit scrappy. Players really fighting hard early in this quarter-final, and this time the foul looks to have gone in favour of Scone. So a bit of a respite for them after that early goal. They've been under a lot of pressure by Facundo in particular. Like I mentioned, having James Harper behind him at the number 4, it just seems to have given so much confidence to Facundo Pires for so long. Made his name as a number 1 in the very top polo all around the world. Just saw him sitting deeper and deeper, but now he just really does start pushing hard in front of a goal.
Yeah, he's not new, Harper, to winning Gold Cups, but we'll talk about that and some of his record later. So, Pinello, mistimes that one. Gives that away, unfortunately. Shows a bit too much of that to Facundo. Facundo capitalises on that. The moment you give him a chance, he will take it. Checks up and then goes again. Checks up, then goes again. Look at this. He knows he's got the horsepower. It is still Facundo Pires. Goes for the cut shot. Oh, nice. Tommy Pinello waited, and then he just couldn't quite connect with it. Perry tries to cover to help. Facundo comes back to it. Matt Perry's in behind. Perotto doing a great job at trying to stop Pires come through. Facu just looking right. In goes Perotto. Enough, a little hook just to stop it. And possession back to Scone and up to Perotto.
Proto Cambiasso, the two captains coming together again. Facundo shows his defence. James Harper coming across in front of Gonzalez. Not happy, James Harper turning round, having a look at the umpires, telling him the angle there was not right. The umpires have blown. So we have a look on the instant replay here. It was good defensive play by Pires, and Harper just got caught by Gonzalez.
That was a great angle on the live stream there. Great angle. Andre just quickly changing horses down. Great shot. Borodin. He's had a good game so far, Andre. A couple of good defence moments, stopping the wave of attack. So a quick change from Andre, and he'll be back out whilst everybody else using this opportunity to change. Perotto just out of screen there. Pinello and Gonzalez all changing. And it's all change as we come back for the second half of this second chukker. 3-1 to Park Place. Wind keeps shifting, doesn't it, to either side at the moment, John?
Yeah, just both sides still fighting hard, as you've seen. We'll welcome those, of course, joining us over in the US, plenty of interest. Matias Gonzalez, Argentine parents, but he is very much an American boy, born in Columbus, Ohio, now based in Florida for the season. And of course, Park Place, your champions of the US Open last year.
Facundo up high, and through. Pierres. Oh, hang on a sec. Hang on. The goal judge said yes, but the umpire said no. Access denied. Ay, ay, ay.
You know what, great to see actually. Facundo Perez, even when the flag was waving, he pointed out wide right. He knew it was wide. Lovely sporting play, even at this very highest level of the game with so much at stake. So here now comes Scone with Pinello. Can him and Perotto Cambiasso begin to show some of the form that they showed in those earlier games together? Adolfo did come back for the last couple of games that Scone played, but Pinello back in here today. Gonzalez taking away Matt Perry, allowing Perotto Cambiasso just a bit of time here. Cambiasso just taps it down the ground, goes Pinello. Pinello looking to pick it up now in front of Facundo Perez. Where does Perotto go? Perotto comes in behind Pinello, who still just plays it round in front of Facundo Perez. Still Pinello to the left-hand side of Perez, but he can't get around Harper. Ooh, Harper left it behind and he gave Pinello another chance. Eventually now it falls to Perotto, about 90 from goal. What's he going to do? He goes to the right-hand side. He's 50 out. Perotto Cambiasso with the next shot high into the air, deflects clear, and he's going to get another chance. Still Perotto just fighting. Look at it, inches way closer to that goal. Matt Perry, he comes in on the defence still. Perotto goes round in circle. He's going the scenic route, but it may well be the good route. It's Perotto Cambiasso, draws the foul. The umpires eventually blow.
So Perotto draws the foul. Literally draws the foul as he came round there on Park Place. Umpires. Facundo Pierres was the man right next to Perotto as he had that ball. And they have given the penalty.
A little tough, that one. It was Facundo coming under the swing of Perotto. The umpires deciding the swing was big enough, full enough.
And through it goes. Perotto takes them up to 2. Back to the middle. Park Place, defending champions of the Gold Cup, the British Open Championship last year. Prince of Wales winners and the US Open over the winter. But like Scone, lots of injuries on either side have dogged these two teams as they've come through the quarterfinals. There's the backhand from Pinello. It hits Perry's horse, and as Perry decides to come round on that, Perotto and Scone coming straight through at 90 degrees. Facundo just looking at his horse and thinks that he got a caught there at the same time, just having a chat with the official.
So it's Matt Perry who just got caught coming over that line as he came onto the near side in front of Perotto Cambiasso. These top players, they're so quick at seeing where that line can come from. As Tommy Pinello now, look at all the players blocking each other. David Paradise and Andre Borodin so good at giving their top players a bit more space. Down the ground, sent now, looking for Perotto Cambiasso. Perotto beaten to it by Harpo, who hits the backhand, but it's going to fall again now for Pinello on the near side. Did he have space? The umpires say yes, and Tommy Pinello is now gone here for Scone. Facundo Perez not going to give up the chase as Pinello just slows it down on the board. Still Facundo, oh no, he's down.
Just going to take a stop in play. Just horse slipping, and as you can see, is down. We'll just take a moment to sort this out and make sure the horse gets the best care that it can. Ambulance is on the field, and we will be back with you very shortly. So we're just going to take a short break here. We'll come back to you and give you an update as quickly as we can live stream, but we will throw to some adverts and we will give you some news very shortly when we have got an update for you. So a moment in play here. Okay, so we are remounted, ladies and gentlemen, and Facundo is remounted on to his next pony down there at the far end as the players return to resume the second chukker. It's unfortunate when anything like that happens. The horses are the true stars of the game. 80% horsepower, 20% player, we say. And they really are the true stars of the show. The nature of the sport, it's very, very rare to have anything like that happen. So when it does, it's obviously we have the best care and organisation team there, so the horse will be with the right hands as we can carry on for the second chukker. So momentum, regain. Yeah, so we welcome you all back. And on the live stream, wherever you're tuning in, just a injury timeout. And we are restarting now with our coverage of this last quarter-final for the Vichai Siwat Hanoprabha Memorial Trophy being played for this afternoon and the last spot in the semi-finals.
So delighted to say event B action is about to get back underway. We'll just be rolling over on the boards. Park Place with the lead. They head towards the scoreboard end. Wait and see which side Conway possession, or it may well be a spot hit to one of the sides. We'll just see who the umpires decide was in possession of the play. So actually with Scone in possession of the ball when that whistle went, they are going to have the ball placed down just outside of their 60. It looks like Proto Cambiasso coming round to take. Has a look up towards the goal. Proto Cambiasso, winner of the Argentine Open for the first time this past year, alongside his father Adolfo, who couldn't play today. He drives the ball long towards the goal. It's met by Facundo Perez, and now they're with Pinello. Pinello taking him on straight away is Facundo. Facundo in between Gonzalez and Pinello. Still now Facundo Perez. Waiting with him is Matt Perry, looking to push away Gonzalez, who's still there alongside Facundo Perez, who just keeps the ball slow here. Just twist it back round. Facundo Perez to the left-hand side now of Proto Cambiasso. Looking to do it all himself, and eventually Proto comes in, but still Facundo's gone. It's Facundo Perez coming through the defence now of Scone. Backhand played and picked up by Proto Cambiasso.
Yeah, lovely backhand play from Pinello to Proto. Proto then comes back in on the near side for the challenge, but it falls back to Pierre's up to Perry, to Matt Perry, but look at Pinello, all changed, and the Pinello's already turned. He was already going. Matt Perry saw that though and intercepted. There is the drive up from Scone, back up to Pinello. From Gonzalez to Pinello now. Matt Perry's got to go back in defence. It's a bit of a horse race. Look at Pinello go. Can he find the goalpost? He goes for the angle, goes for the shot, and it's just wide to the right-hand side. But a quick acceleration in speed there from Tommy Pinello, making Scone look pretty deadly on the attack at the moment.
So that does go over buzzer to bring an end to the second chuck. I'm not sure whether players have heard yet, but they have. Let's hear a round of applause then for both sides as they make their way off the ground. End of the second chuck at Park Place with an Arist of leads, 3-2.
So as we watch Facundo Perez just gallop off, we wish him all the best after that injury timeout to his horse in that chukker. And we're going to go to a great interview from a very happy Santiago Sanandaz from Marqués de Riscal.
Oh, it feels amazing to arrive to the semi-final with Marqués de Riscal. We've been playing for a few years, so you know, when you arrive to England, you always have your doubts, no, of the horses organization, and a right to a semi-final of the Gold Cup, unbelievable. more than grateful to be here and enjoying the atmosphere, the place, the level. So not much to say. Being a semi-final is a great achievement for us, and I hope we can do a bit more. No, I think we set a good team. We are well organized. So it's amazing. We all organize ourselves in courses and in everything, but we are quite okay, and we click each other. I think we play something all similar, all of us, and when it goes good, we are a good team. No, to play against these players, this organization, no, Dubai they won for many years. They're playing now with Geta. No, it's going to be tough, but you never know. When you arrive to the field, things happen. They have to beat us, so we will be there to try to do our best, and you never know.
You are watching Scone.
Versus Park Place, enjoy live on Kaudri TV.
So, welcome back everybody, the third chukker. Ready to kick off. Bit of more momentum gathering up in both camps now. 3 to Park Place, 2 to Scone, defending champions Park Place. In the blue, let's have a look at some of these horses.
Let's go through some of the Scone ponies first of all. David Paradise, he is on Cresciente. Matias Gonzalo, Wizard. Perotto Cambiasso, Iliana, and Tommy Pinello on Smooting. Our horse sponsors, Catalina.
Park Place, Andre Borodin on a horse called Movie. Matt Perry on a horse called Senal. Facundo Pierres on Open Silhouetta. And James Harper on Alpagata.
7 players making their way back on the field of play. 2 chukkers played. A couple of low-scoring games the last couple of quarterfinals. This one has started just a little bit stop-start. These knockout games, they so often can as we get to these real pressure situations, which means so much, of course, heading into those semi-finals. Being played behind us on Lawns Ground at number 1 on Wednesday. And Park Place, winners last year. They've been waiting so long to get their maiden British Open. They came back. Such a major organisation. Real testimony to work done by Ash and her team in particular.
Yeah, and they are developing at a fast rate of knots literally around the world. The way this organisation is dominating all the circuits worldwide is unbelievable. Park Place, along with Park Place Vara, having 2 teams in this tournament. Scone also, though, matching with how much polo they seem to be pushing for. Perotto Cambiasso back. What a turn. What a turn from Pinello. How he got straight onto that line, I do not know. That is one tight turn, and he leaves it now for Perotto. This is good. He takes it away from the fray. He goes for the cut. There's no traffic. He's seen the gap. He's seen the gap. He has a shot, and it goes wide. But the way he just took it out of the traffic, took it round everybody, and went for the cut shot, that is where he just is so deadly.
So great watching Perotto Cambiasso. There's an interview coming up with his father Adolfo on Kaudri TV. Really interesting to see what he has to say about the development of his son Perotto. But open backhand played just over the top. There's a chance now for Matt Perry. Matt Perry looking to slow it down now in between Paradise and the number 2 Gonzalez. Sorry, no, that's Pinello. Pinello fighting hard. He picks up the ball in front of Matt Perry. Brings it back around now. Still here with Tommy Pinello, and Matt Perry not giving up the chase, not giving him a second to breathe, as it's left now for Harper.
Harper really trying to fight. He's got 2 reds either side of him there. Look at Facundo. Took it straight away. Went to the left. Cuts it back inside. He leaves it behind. Pinello beautifully picks it up on the near side. Facundo's got to go in and gather that back to Matt Perry. Nice little touch, but Perotto reads it well. Harper's there waiting. Perotto. Cambiasso launches the ball up to Pinello. Facundo's seen it. It drops down in front. Guirres. And Pinello, little chip shot in. Can he come back inside it? Yes, he does. That was a lovely play from Facundo. Very nice indeed. He knows he's got Matt Perry behind. Just decides to go himself. Harper's waiting. Pierres, just couldn't take it all the way with him. Leaves it for Pinello. Pinello now has control.
Pinello on the near side, using David Paradise again in that blocking role. But Matt Perry does eventually get through, so it's left now for Puerto Cambiasso. Cambiasso bringing it back round. Chased every step of the way there by Facundo Perez, but it's still here with Cambiasso through the middle of Perez and Perry. And here now comes Cambiasso for the first time. Really get going. Puerto Cambiasso to his left-hand side goes Gonzalez, but he's left it behind. It may get full for Tommy Pinello, about 90 from goal. Opens it up, sends it long. Pinello through the goal. Tommy Pinello, what a beautiful play there. Finalist here a couple of years ago with UAE. He has gone away. He was just 7 goals, 6 goals at the beginning of that year, 9 goals now. And coming in and replacing Adolfo himself. And what a game he is having. What a tournament in these games he's playing.
Oh, big shoes to fill when you're coming in to fill Adolfo Cambiasso's boots. But Pinello and Perotto working very well together as a pair. 3-3 up on the scoreboard. Ball gets fired straight out, and Perotto again. Harper asking for a little bit more from his pony just to see if he can give more pressure to Perotto, but Perotto now just keeping him on his hip on the outside, still gaining control and possession. Still got it. How he's reached back for that, I don't know, but he leaves it behind. Harper comes in and sweeps. It'll be nice now. We haven't seen much of Harps in the first few chukkers here. He's been working off the ball a lot, but let's see him on the ball. There's a nice little shot straight into midfield. Perry can't reach it. Perotto comes to it. Pinello.
Perotto and Pinello working so well together. Tommy Pinello with the drive down the boards, looking to give it now to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a pass. It's lovely team play now by Scone as Perotto right here in front of the grandstand, beaten to it by James Harper. Harper taps it back. Perotto Cambiasso coming in to put the pressure there on England captain James Harper, bringing it away in front of a crowd of Scone players. Just concedes the line there was Pinello. Harper was looking for the pass for Facundo Perez, who's still going to put on the pressure. Perez still on Silueta, as now comes Harper again, appealing for a foul, and it's left for Perez.
Yeah, Pinello appeals for the foul. The whistle does get blown as Perez comes to it. Pinello asking for the umpire.
As we have a look on the replay, the shot was hit down. It's Facundo Perez putting the pressure on Pinello. You can see still the wind having an impact a bit. Yeah, Harper came across out of nowhere. Didn't really have much of a play.
So just looking back on our replay up here, Harper just coming across in front of Pinello, unfortunately there. Spot from where it is. Pinello, Perotto just inside to the left. There's the little pass, measured pass, but it just intercepts into Facundo Perez, but somehow Perotto manages to get that. Look at the speed that he asked for his horse. He's accelerated straight through. He's gone past 2. He's gone past 3. He's on an absolute flyer. Perotto Cambiasso. This Cambiasso. Oh. And there is a whistle right in front of the danger area there. But that horse, John, how that opened up.
Perotto did come through at some speed there. We're going to see the umpires did blow the whistle. Perotto was coming down. Matt Perry got in front of the line, but I'm not sure he wasn't actually being pushed in front of it. We'll see what the umpires decide.
Yeah, Matt Perry just signalling to the player to the right of him. He was along that train, flying into goal. Perry not happy at all on the replay.
Yeah, it's going to go in favour of Park Place. So the penalty, it was Matt Perry across the line, but as we said, he was actually pushed across in front by a teammate of Perotto Cambiasso. So frustration there for Scone. So much hard work done by Perotto, and just at first viewing, you thought they had a close penalty, but it's gone the other way. So now, Facundo Perez looking to pick it up now in front of Perotto Cambiasso. Perotto's so quick, but look how quick Facundo is, who leaves it now for his teammate James Harper. Harper takes control. Waiting there is Gonzalez. Gonzalez taken out of it by Facundo Perez, so it's still now with James Harper. Watch for Facundo. He'll come back in behind and claim possession from the England captain. Now Facundo picks it up, sends it long, sending Borodin on his way. Andre Borodin looking to get there. Matt Perry not far away as well. It's Perry, leaves it now for Borodin. The big swing and a miss, and it's going to be there with Perotto Cambiasso.
Yeah, unfortunate for Andre. It kind of came down quite quickly right in front of him. I think he was expecting to have a little bit more time moving forwards onto the ball, but it sort of dropped out of the sky like a stone. Perotto, this horse, definitely working well for him as he moves himself around the field. Perry Gonzalez tries to go on the inside. Matt Perry. Colo. Gonzalez just pushing. Perry turns. Still got it. The maroon hat. Facundo says, I've got it, guys. Let's go. Pop in behind. Facundo Piedras. Perotto with the pressure. Harper comes to his aid. In comes a Scone player. Takes that straight out. And another whistle, getting a bit messy and a bit bitty here on there. Perotto with his stick in the air. Looking definitely going in favour of Scone.
So as we have a look here on the instant replay, it was Matt Perry, some great work being done there. Perotto, he came in, I think he just reached underneath the pony there of Matt Perry. So it's going to be a close penalty here.
Quick change whilst we regroup for this penalty for Park Place.
So again, just having the benefit of the replay. What happened there was Perry was coming through. He had the ball under his control, or just about, anyway, as you can, and under the pressure of 3 opposition players. Perotto Cambiasso eventually just reached under the pony of Matt Perry. And the penalty in favour of Park Place.
Straight through. Goal to Park Place from the penalty. Facundo Piedras. 4-3 going close into half time. Not long left on the clock and on the timer. And I think a bit of half time respite is what both teams need to regroup, ready for the second half. So about 45 seconds or so left in this third chukker. And then we'll see a real shift, the pivot point, as we like to call it, as the last 3 chukkers of this match will be unfolding. But look at Pinello. He wants to get one more. He wants to finish with a goal on the scoreboard for Scone. They go in with some wind in their sails, but it's cleared. Oh, it's not cleared. I thought Harper had got it, but in comes Facundo just to help out. He knows he hasn't got long. Harper is behind. Piedras leaves it for him. James Harper. Oh, not another miss, or another sort of blocking from Scone. Harper just not got that power that he usually has. Oh no, that's given away. This could be a goal for Scone. Oh, and Perotto's put it wide. In goes Facundo one more time.
So Facundo bringing it away. You all thought Perotto was going to score. Now, how long does Facundo have? Facundo's looking to go and beat the clock. It's a long drive down the ground, and it's Matt Perry looking to pick up the pass now for Park Place. Matt Perry, and these horses open up. How long does he have? He's got seconds to go. We may not even hear the second buzzer with the wind. It's Matt Perry with the cut shot wide to the left-hand side. There does go the second buzzer, the end of the half. Let's hear it for both sides. It's been tough going out there, but they are putting on a show in this 4th and final quarter-final. Park Place, they lead 4-3. If we could please ask all those here at the ground to make their way out to the field, tread in a few debits. We got 3 chukkers remaining in the 4th and final quarter-final.
So as the teams regroup in half-time, we're going to leave you now. We'll be back shortly, but check out this interview with the legend, with the master, with the best player in the world, Adolfo Cambiasso. Actually, it really opens up and we see a different side as he talks about his polo, his career, and how it is playing with his son, and how he's looking into the future on where he wants to go with his son and how his polo is adapting. And then with that, we're also going to show you some goals, some Dubai versus Greengate goals from the first quarter-final match yesterday as we kicked off our quarter-final weekend. So plenty for you to feast your eyes on during half-time, and we'll see you very shortly back for the 4th chukker.
91, yes, long time ago. Actually, in this part of my career, I'm enjoying being in the field and enjoying many other things, not only winning. So every part is fun. I know I don't have many more years to go, but I believe next year I will move and I'm gonna do something besides Scone. I'm gonna do something else. I will play with somebody else, probably for La Dolfina. I don't know. We will do something new. But I'm having a lot of fun playing with my son, and as I said before, my goal was to win the Open actually not to win, was to play. And we won the Argentine Open, we won the Gold Cup, we won the US Open together, so I cannot ask for more. No, I like England and I still like to compete, you know, I like to compete. Probably I need to level a little bit, you know, my teammates, do it more level, like I did in America. So I don't know, it's just, I always think new things all the time, and in this moment probably for Otto and David would be good to make something new with young guys, and I do something besides that. I'm trying to adapt myself on his play, in the way he plays. And probably, you know, today if he has the ball, he's better than me. But truly, I think that I play myself probably better without him, because I don't see him much. You know, like in Palm Beach, I play with two young kids, and I think we did we really play well. But I think, you know, it's obviously he has a lot of talented and good with the ball, so it's better if he has the ball, and he scores easy, so it's better if I play around him and I adapt myself around him. They're all good, you know. I mean, the truth is that everybody loses against everybody. I think Dubai is playing amazing. It's the best team so far, what you can say, what you can see. But they can lose because, you know, they play quarterfinals against UAE, and they lost against UAE playing amazing. And UAE is one of the best teams, I think, in the season. If I have to pick up a team, probably will be UAE. I mean, as the best one. Not that I wanted to play against them.
His best goals from the tournament. This was a really nice goal from Cachete Cesar Crespo. Look at that. That was beautiful. It was very early on. Great cut shot. I think it was the first chucker. Then Benzadon there. There was a Nord, went in for the hook, and that was that lovely cut shot that he tried to get in, Marcus, through the posts.
No, very nice goal indeed. I mean, some incredible goals scored today. This was Hetter's first one from... No, that was to Benzadon, sorry. Yeah, I mean, that's where these two are so dynamic. As I said, they drag players up the field and find the space, and Hetter either goes in for the attack or sends it up there. Keeps them guessing. Here we have Crespo. This is Elazoudi's backhand. What a goal.
This was the goal of the... Yeah, loved it. We'll wait, though, because I'm sure there's going to be some from Francisco Elazoude, isn't there? Because he had a few crackers. One more for Dubai here.
This was a disallowed one, remember?
Yeah.
With Hetter offside. But, I mean, like, great finishing.
Yeah. Look how windy it is. So it's been blowing here. This is the one. This is the punch out the air. And then a little look up. Wide open. Let's have a go. Francisco Elazoude. Yes, please.
Undisputed goal of the game. I mean, yeah, incredible. Here's Hetter coming back in there, and this was one of his ones from far out. Look at that. Got a habit of doing that on Brooksfield. He loves the goals from long range.
Yeah, he's deadly. He's deadly with those. He does them a lot, doesn't he? Just the confidence of coming from long range. This was the one that was backed up by Laule.
You are watching Scone.
Versus Park Place, enjoy it live on Kaudri TV.
So as we have a look through now, the story of the first half, Park Place winning 4-3. It's been a bit of a scrappy affair. 2 field goals for Park Place, 1 for Scone, both of them scoring 2 out of their 3 penalties. 5 fouls just for 6, and 8 even as well in the throw. It's a very closely tight encounter here in our 4th and final quarter-final. Remember, already there in the semis on Wednesday, Dubai, Marquez de Riscal, UAE, with the stand-up performance of this round so far. But here still with 3 chukkers to go. Both sides very capable of becoming that 4th and final side. For those just joining, Adolfo Cambiasso did not start today's game. We saw him pick up an injury as we look at the score progression. It's been 1 goal all the way through Park Place. Having conceded first, went 2-1 up, 3-2 up, 4-3 up. So very consistent in terms of score as well as close possessions. But like I was saying, we saw Adolfo Cambiasso go down with that shoulder injury right in the opening chukker of their first game. He scored a goal out that first line out, and that was the last we saw of him really, until they'd already secured 2 victories as they have come back here now, and they find themselves here with Tommy Pinello in place of Adolfo Cambiasso here in this game. So many people here, so great to see here at this quarter-final, this wonderful day here on Lawns Ground number 2. Location, of course, for our final. This time next week, we will be in the middle of it. And still some of, if not all of the very best players in the world are hanging around in these latter stages. All of the highlights of the games and replays are available, as will be the semi-finals on Wednesday, and that final as well, exclusively live on Calgary TV for you. Polo Line TV, the official production company here, producing all of these games for you. First year of a partnership we're so excited about here at Polo Line TV alongside Calgary. We're bringing you all of the medium goal, high goal, as well as some of the 12 goal, and all can be viewed as well, all of the news on our app, Polo Line TV, which is available both on Google Play and from the App Store as well for your downloads. But it really has been a great tournament throughout the past couple of weeks. We've seen all types of weather. We've had hailstorms, winds yesterday really impacted play. They even had to take the flags off the goalposts at a point yesterday. But today the conditions are pretty good. The penalties, especially in that first game, it's amazing to see 100% penalties hit by both sides in that first game. Carl, 3 chuckers left in this game. Been a bit come and go so far, both sides threatening to really come and take control of this game. You see in the audience, maybe the tennis for some is where the viewing is coming from at the halfway point entry. What can they do then to really get the attention of this crowd as we go into this second half?
Well, I think everything will pivot now, won't it? Now going into the 4th chukker. It's the only moments they've got, 3 chukkers to go, so pressure's on. I think, you know, very stop and start, like you say. Nobody could really get momentum behind them. But when they, both teams looked quite threatening at times, and I think when they got the overlap and they were sort of really starting to show, I was thinking, okay, brilliant, and again, and again, and again, but then we just kept misfiring, didn't we? We've had a few stops and starts as well, so hopefully 4th chukker, bit of regroup from Park Place. I think Pinello's doing an absolute storming job filling Adolfo's boots, and the way him and Pinello and Perotto, that sounds like a pub, Pinello and Perotto. I'll see you down the Pinello and Perotto.
I don't find myself saying it's Pinello and Perotto taking on Perez and Perry.
Yeah.
And
that's a tongue
gets a bit of a tongue twister here. But no,
twister.
I think like you say, that it's Park Place. You see how they set things up, and it's always Facundo sort of takes control. James Harper comes in behind, allowing Facundo and Perry to make their runs either side. That's when they're at their best. And there's been a couple of times where it has threatened to get there. Scone, the 2 real individual talents, the brilliance of Perotto and Pinello are really capable of winning games, sort of individual moments of magic. So they 2 different styles almost that you see, but you really do want to see it beginning to open up and allowing both the individuals and the teams to really take control. Yeah,
and it'd be interesting to see how Harps gets on as well. He's had an injury, hasn't he? Well, Matt Perry. I think both sides have had injuries, really. If you look at them from Adolfo and everybody changing up. So you've got to remember there's a bit of a gamble on both sides. They've reset, they've regrouped, they're coming back in. They haven't had the full team for the whole tournament, so that's going to take its effect as well. Horses are being sort of going from pillar to post, lots of different people playing. It's going to have its effect, isn't it?
Yeah, and it has had its effect. And you see that. Do let us know as well what you think across all of our social media channels. But it has certainly had its effect. Park Place, they looked so good those opening 2 games. And then after those injuries, it slowed down for him. But anyway, here we go for the fourth chukker. Scone, David Paradise, Azucarina, Gonzalez, Silva, Rada, Perotto, Gambiaso on Clara, and Tommy Pinello out there on Importuna.
And fielding in for Park Place on the horses, Andre Borodin is on Cajera, Matt Perry is on Savesa, Facundo Pierres is on Open Cristal, watch out for this horse, and James Harper is on Measure.
So the ball goes back into play. It's Park Place who are going short. They lead this game by a goal, but it's taken away by Perotto. Looking now for Tommy Pinello, the two beginning to combine. Look at the speed, though, on Facundo Perez, who got back. And now look for Gonzalez. Gonzalez called for a pass, and he's coming through flying. It's Cola Gonzalez, the American, in front of Perez with the next shot. Perez checked up, and you just wonder how much pressure that did put on Gonzalez.
Yeah, that was speed of Matias Gonzalez coming in after that pass was unbelievable, but back to Park Place, Matt Perry. In goes Pinello, little shoulder rub from the horse. Pressure on Perry. Perry still got it. In goes Pinello, he's got to be careful. He leaves it now. Facundo comes in. Line was clear. Paradise is coming in behind. It's still Pierres. So calculating with the way he's moving through, but Perotto's used to this. Perotto knows where that ball's going already. There's a little chip shot. This is nice from Facundo Pierres. That's what he does.
What a goal that was by Facundo Perez. You just saw him give a little fist pump as well to the Park Place tent behind him.
Saying, come on, let's go, regroup. We won it last year. We can do it again. I mean, what a strike. What a beautiful goal. And straight through the middle. It wasn't left or right near the post. It was through the middle. Absolutely beautiful.
Very aesthetically pleasing by Facundo Perez. It goes back in play now. What can Scone do to answer? It's here now with Tommy Pinello. For the first time, daylight between these two sides as Pinello takes on Matt Perry. Matt Perry giving it all his worth to get back there. Backed up there by Gonzalez. Gonzalez had a fast start to this second half, but he's shown too much for play here to Perry.
Perry still has a try and has a go at it. And as Perry had a go at that, and Pinello came across, the whistle was blown as Perry tried to keep it in and go for the backhand. Let's see what looked like it had. Okay. So Perry was just looking over his shoulder at the time. Yeah, he went for the backhand, but Pinello had turned already and had stopped that swing coming through. So little hit given to Park Place. They take it quickly. Open Cristal. Facundo Pierres goes up to receive from Harper. Still Pierres. Nice strike. Look at that. What a pass to Perry. Matt Perry on the end of that. No, he can't quite find it, but there is Andre Borodin. Andre comes through. Andre passes it back up to Perry. Defended and cleared once again by Scone.
So here now come Scone in defence. I've seen nobody watching the Wimbledon tennis in the stand, I can promise you. So it's one settle between Djokovic and Alcaraz. Alcaraz?
Alcatraz? Who's Alcatraz?
Alcatraz. You can tell I lived in San Francisco for a bit. And here it is now with Perotto Cambiasso. Sends it out left, but he's found no one there apart from James Harper. Harper backing it back away. Facundo Perez having a look to see what he can do to help his teammate James Harper. Harper now goes to the left-hand side of Pinello. Back goes Perotto Cambiasso. Cambiasso got the hook left behind, and it's going to be here now with Pinello again for Scone.
Pierres tries to go for this swing. There was a horse in the way. He looked to the umpire. Umpire says carry on, Harper. Harper brings it round Perotto on the near side. Look how quickly he darts from left to right on that horse. The lateral movement going from left to right. He's still got it now. Scone back up to Pinello. Gonzalez is there. In comes Perotto to sweep.
Perotto Cambiasso coming round now for Scone. Have a look. Facundo Perez points Andrew Borodin back in the direction of Gonzalez, but it's picked up here by Facundo Perez. Perez now tapping it round for Park Place. Behind him is Borodin. Look at Matt Perry take away Tommy Pinello, so it's still now with Facundo Perez. Perez, has he got round? Yes, he has. It's Facundo Perez. He's into the 50-yard mark. It's Facundo to the right-hand side. Oh, it's Gonzalez who got the hook and gets a tail backhand, but the umpires have blown a whistle again on the ground.
Yeah, this could swing. Let's see this for the benefit of the replay we've got up here. Pierres had it. Pinello was there. Pinello pushed right in front of Pierres. Pierres has the penalty. Park Place, opportunity, just forcing. Love the way Facundo takes it into the mix. Perotto's one to sort of take it round and out, round the outside. Facundo just likes to charge straight through the traffic. Straight down, through it goes. So the penalty, Facundo Pierres, and he goes to change at the same time, jumping on to his next horse. 5 to Park Place, 3 to Scone. And for those of you that have Sky Plus or recording the tennis, sorry that we told you the result.
Yeah, you're welcome.
McIlroy's done very well in the golf as well, if that helps you.
So ball goes back in play. We allow people now to start watching the tennis as we won't tell the score again. So here it now is with Perotto Cambiasso. Perotto to right-hand side of Borodin, just taking control. Look how Facundo, he just comes straight in. Oh, Perotto, has he left it short? No, he got away with it just as Tommy Pinello comes away. Pinello has to look down the ground. He's got Matt Perry putting on the pressure. Perry coming in with a ride-off. Pinello backs himself to get round him, and he has first time. It's still there with Tommy Pinello, the young 9-goal player from Argentina. Look how he just slows it down, stops, take it. We saw his younger brother, Benjamin Pinello, playing for BP Polo as well in this tournament. A name, Pinello, that you will see plenty of going forward. Picked up now for again by Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes on Perry. Now goes to the left-hand side. It's the American Gonzalez now to the right-hand side, looking to go for Pinello. The ball just gets a bit scrappy and falls again for Perez.
Yeah, plenty of traffic there as he came in. He tried to do a little chip shot from the right underneath, but it hit a few ponies, bounced out. Facundo did well to come to that. Now he's regrouped now. He knows, he looks up, he sees to the left. He knows where Pinello is, and he sees Perotto now just chasing him down on his hip. He's got Gonzalez behind, but this is where Facundo is so deadly. Leaves it though, just ran away from him on the near side, and Perotto was there straight away to capitalise on a mistake. Very rare do you see Facundo wait one, but Perotto is in there now, near side. How young this boy is, and how much polo and high goal. He is just on fire. His father even says he's playing a better game than he is in these days, and he's having to adapt his game to his son's. It's impressive stuff from Perotto, and a joy to watch how such talent. Oh, what a ride-off from Harper into Gonzalez, and it's backed. Scone go back to pick.
Scone so quick on the turn in defence in this second half so far, though, so it's picked up again in quite a lot of space there by Pinello, and watch again for Perotto Cambiasso. You see more and more these captains of these sides, they just come in and float behind, look for any space where they can, as he has done to right-hand side. There is Perotto Cambiasso in between Harper and Facundo Perez. Perez with the backhand, looking to steal it again, but quick on the turn, as we say, is Perotto Cambiasso. Cambiasso, he's eyeing up there now, James Harper. Facundo making a nuisance of himself, but it falls dead now for Tommy Pinello again. Pinello to right-hand side of Gonzalez, who's doing the blocking there on Facundo Perez. Still now, as it's left for Perotto Cambiasso, reaches out behind and picks it up, but great defensive play by Perry, and Park Place bring it clear.
Yeah, great defensive by Perry now as he brings it forwards. He's got Pierce behind, he reaches back, he doesn't want to lose it here. They're on the attack, he's gone past one, he's getting hard pushed now by Scone, but this is nice from Perry. Really nice, he chips it up. He needed a little bit more length on there as it dropped back down. Though he's got to check up, uses two hands, brings himself, oh, nearly left the saddle, but he's still got it. Oh, this is lovely from Perry. He left the saddle, kitchen sink and everything, but he still managed to give it to Facundo. Facundo now, he just needs to get a little stick behind. In goes the Scone like bees to honey. They try, oh, what a cut shot! What a cut shot from Harper. James Harper. Now he's back, and what a cut shot from Harper.
What a beautiful goal that was by James Harper. I'm not sure if anyone did hear the buzzer, but that is the end of the fourth chukker, and as Park Place beginning to run away. Let's hear it for both sides, and James Harper scoring that beautiful cut shot. What a chuck that was in general by the Scone side, Park Place, and they lead 7-3.
Great to see. Now the game opening up after that half-time regroup from both teams. 7 Park Place, 3 to Scone. Chukker number 4 just finishing. 2 more chukkers to go for this fight out for the last spot in the semi-finals on Wednesday. We'll be back very shortly, so have a check out of these great goals from Heta Castagnola, the quarter-final from day one. Some of his best goals, and man, is he a goal-scoring machine.
You are watching Scone.
Versus Park Place, enjoy it live on Cowdrey TV.
So we see at the end of that chucker, what a beautiful goal that was by James Harper, finishing off that cut shot. I apologise, I think apologies Tommy Beresford. I said that James Harper was still England captain, but he is still part of a team. It's Tommy Beresford captaining the England side this year. James Harper, we saw James Byme playing earlier. Ollie Cudmore also part of his Gold Cup British Open with Black Bears, who got knocked out in the penalty shootout round. They will be that England team in the Coronation Cup. So we come out now for the fifth chukker of play here in our fourth and final quarter-final. We've already seen Dubai, Marquez de Riscal, UAE take their places in the semi-finals this coming Wednesday. Those games here, Lord's Ground number 1 behind us. They will also be live on Cowdrey TV, as are all of these games that we've been streaming, as well as the highlights throughout the tournament.
Ball's in play. Here we go. Fifth chucker. Scone will be coming back. All cylinders firing. Perotto. Left and right. He decides to cut straight down the middle. It's going. It's going. It's going. It's gone. Wow. Wow. Unbelievable. Matias Gonzalez went to the left. Pinello went to the right. And everybody decided to go with them. The middle was parted like the sea. And Bosch straight down the middle from Perotto. Park Place won't make that mistake again.
Beautiful goal. That's what we saw. Tommy Pinello here at a long distance earlier on in the game. That is what they're capable. Now, James Harper back on L'Oreal here in this fifth chukker. Goes in between Pinello and David Paradise. Good play it was by Paradise. Near side backhand by Cambiasso, but it's going to be picked up again by Facundo Perez. Facundo beaten out of it. Perotto coming back in. Those two captains coming together once again. It's Facundo who's stolen it away. Facundo takes it out the air. Look at that offside. Near side leaves it behind a backhand by Tommy Pinello.
He's so good when traffic. It's unbelievable. The amount of pressure when he's got players all around him. He just seems to thrive on that, Facundo. He puts himself into awkward situations on purpose, I think. And this is unbelievable play for Park Place, still pushing on Scone's door once more time, but it's out and the momentum's lost as it goes over the back line.
So it's 7-4 Park Place. They've had really the run of this game the last chukker and a half or so, but Scone with that moment of magic by Perotto Cambiasso in this fifth chukker. They are still alive in this game. Tommy Pinello, look for Perotto straight away, calling for a pass, and he's going to get it. Now down the ground goes Gonzalez just for a second, then thinks better of it. He's going to come up against a couple of those Park Place players. Pinello has loads of them. Matt Perry's got to close Perotto down, and he does, just forcing Perotto just to shut it down for a second. And that has allowed all the players to be closed up further down the ground. Eventually the pass does come, met there by Facundo Perez, but still Tommy Pinello able to bring it back.
Yeah, enough pressure from Perry. Just managed to slow that down, keep them in their half. But Perotto still with possession. Pinello and Perry doing a great job on each other here. Harper being taken out by David Paradise. Perotto now clear. Harper waits for Perotto. He's still dancing around. He's looking at his options one more time. Tries to chip it to the left. Wasn't exactly probably where he wanted to go. Pinello has to really slam on the brakes and get that, but he does. He manages to hold on to it, Pinello. In goes Perry. And in goes another Scone player. It's still Pinello. Harper goes to him. Look how Pinello's dancing around. Oh, we have Pinello going one way with Harper. And Perotto Cambiasso coming the other way.
So looking at that on the screen close up, I wonder whether this was just a 2-on-1. You saw there Pinello on the near side. He had control of it. He was there with Harper. And then in comes Perotto, and he came across in front.
Yeah. We'll see what the umpires go for here, but Harper and Pinello going one way. Perotto coming the other. 2 against 1 is but a little chat from both umpires as they go away from the players just to discuss that and ask the third man to look at the replay.
So as we look at that replay, once again, the umpires continue to deliberate. It's all how close Pinello was to James Harper, whether it really was 2-on-1. So it looks like the umpires have made their decision. So seeing a couple of times on the instant replay, 2 against 1 was given. Frustration really for Scone because Tommy Pinello had the ball. James Harper was up against him. Perotto Cambiasso, you can see there the familiar Cambiasso expression of a shrug of the shoulders, telling the umpires that he thought he had enough space to come in. But the decision goes in favour of Park Place. Facundo Perez just discussing there with his teammates what he's going to do.
Serious depth of horsepower for Facundo Perez this year. Didn't bring too many horses over with him this year. He had quite a lot already based here in the UK. Goes for the big one. Connects with it nicely. It's up. They chase down. It's fallen midfield. Just in front, a little bit of a messy area. Whistle again. There was Facundo Perez coming straight back down the line again. Umpire was right behind him. Sticks in the air from Matt Perry as well.
Seen this tactic in both quarterfinals so far today. The players, they're choosing to hit it long and get it up close to the goal. And in these windy conditions, they're getting a little bit cut up after the amount of rain that we've had the last few days, forcing these mistakes in front of a goal and giving themselves close chances. That's what you saw there. A couple of missed backhanders. It was both Facundo and Matt Perry coming down that line. Game just getting a little bit scrappy. You can see the umpires just showing there to Perotto. He had the near side play. So it's going to be a close penalty here. And it's just like I say, that ball went up and high, gets caught in the wind. Very difficult as a defensive team to see where it's going to come down and get yourself on the line. So close penalty, penalty 2. Big chance here for Park Place.
Straight through, no doubt. Perez from the penalty increases now, doubling up on Scone's score. Goes to 8-4. 6-time winner of the Gold Cup for the British Open, Facundo Perez. Could he make it 7 if he makes it all the way through to the finals, chasing that 10 record of Carlos Cresidas?
So the umpires, I think, found a loose horseshoe on the ground. Umpire there, Peter Wright, one of the most distinguished umpires on the circuit, just throwing the horseshoe off. Players line up. So 4 goals in it, still plenty of time for Scone, especially if Perotto can get here, which he does now. Perotto Cambiasso in between Perry and Facundo. Look at it go. Look at that horse flatten out. Perotto, oh, he read the bounce, but he just left it behind, and Facundo comes away.
Perez keeps him on his hip, turns it nicely. just gets hooked out of it by Pinello. Nice pressure from Scone. Perotto comes straight back in. Harper's got to be careful. And then goes Perry. Perotto's dancing on this horse, stopping and turning. Perry wants the line and wants to drive. The dancing and the stopping and turning might just have been a bit too much from a Perotto side. And like father, like son, up goes the shoulders.
So as we look here on the instant replay, I think David Paradise. So David Paradise just came in there. He's so good, David Paradise, at blocking away those high goal players. He does such an effective job. So much of it goes unseen, but this time the umpires did see it and he just got caught in the sandwich. So it's going to be a penalty spot here for James Harper. Look for Facundo. Facundo goes right to pick up the ball in plenty of space here up against Pinello. Borodin goes down the ground calling for the pass. Just for a second it looks like Borodin was gone, but look at Pinello fighting hard there in with Facundo Perez. Facundo though to the right hand side brings it away now in front of Gonzalez. Perotto comes in as well. Facundo thought about the big neck shot, but he just left it close, and Perotto turns it back round now for Scone. Perotto Cambiasso eyeing now up James Harper there in defence. Facundo Perez, he comes back as well, but Perotto just tapping it up towards the halfway line. Facundo comes in, no play on the backhand. Perotto continues to go to his left-hand side. Calling for a pass was Pinello, but Perotto just spinning it round in a silhouette. Taking on Facundo Perez again, using Gonzalez as the blocker. Perotto on a one-man mission here as he just slows it down again. Look at the spell. That ball is cast just underneath the stick of Perotto. And then he hits it from 90 yards out, putting it up towards the goal mouth. It's going to go all the way. It's right there. Oh, it's gone left.
Wow, the confidence of playing around each player, then looks up from so far out, just decides to give it a go. And do you know what, if it hadn't been so windy, I reckon that would have fallen just inside that left-hand post. So, whistle just for a change. All change. New balls, please.
So great seeing Facundo and Perotto coming up against each other this year in the UK. Perotto, of course, we will see in Argentina. He's back with that La Dolfina lineup. Facundo this year in the Argentine season, he is with a new lineup. He's with the Castagnolas and Pablo McDonough, so I'd not be surprised if we see these two up against each other right into the depths of that Argentine Triple Crown season.
Yeah, that's going to be super exciting. Super exciting. What a nice lineup. I mean, who picked that? That's brilliant.
CV Elestina, La Natividad connection. But here now is James Harper. Harper sends Facundo Perez on his way. Perez looking to get there in front of Perotto. Perotto straight in to put on the pressure. Still now with James Harper.
Harper. Facundo left that Harper behind. Pinello, 9 goals. Says you've got time. Tranquilo, tranquilo as they come in. But Piedras comes through. Perry comes through. A little bit of mess on the boards. Falls straight to the stick of Facundo. Stuck to the end of his stick. He's got it. Oh, he engineers this around. There's 3 red players. 3 red players around him. And look, he just comes away with it. Still Piedras. Oh, unlucky. Backed up by Harps. Harps had to really reach out to try and drive that one back up. It kind of left behind him, but he managed to get back with his long arms. Still Harper with the backhand. Bounces off a pony. Comes off Gonzalez. Gonzalez clears. And it's up to Pinello.
Pinello now picking up the pass from his American teammate, Matias Gonzalez. Pinello now to right-hand side of Perez. Perez still putting on that pressure. Pinello, though, has the ball. He'll leave it now for Perotto Cambiasso. Cambiasso, he's about 90 yards from goal. Perotto to right-hand side. We've seen this play out a couple of times. Can he find the goal this time? He's appealing for a foul, and the umpires trying to play the advantage. You could just see Matt Perry getting a little bit close there over the line as Perotto just took control of the ball. So difficult when they have control of that. Obviously desperate to stop them. The umpires, though, are just going to continue to confirm they're happy with the decision. This third man in the stand to our left-hand side, getting plenty of use here today. But the ball has been dropped in favour of Scone. So a minute to go here still in this 5th chukker. 3 goals in it if he gets this, and more than capable of getting themselves back into this contest. We did see him miss a penalty free earlier on in this game, right in that opening chukker. Hit the beautiful 60 to get his opening goal of the game. So Perotto Cambiasso comes up to a ball straight through the centre of the goal. So Perotto does make it 8-5. And Park Place, just a little bit of pressure mounting.
Just the confidence of Perotto as he adapts each play by play. He's not looking at it any other way. It's just play by play. Win the next play, win the next play, and that is how we'll take this. In it goes. Pinello tries to be backed by Gonzalez. Facundo comes out. Facundo comes out. He's in front. It's just him. Just Facundo Pierres. Facundo Pierres hops it through. Says thank you from the line out. We stay in front and we go again. Back to the middle. Wow, what end-to-end stuff. Penalty, then a field goal. Now this is, that's it. That's the buzzer, is it? That's the end of the chukker. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the 5th chukker. One more chukker to go here on Lawns in this Gold Cup quarter-final. Nine to Park Place, 5 to Scone here. One more chukker to go. The wind is definitely in the sails for Park Place. As we just have a quick regroup for the final chukker, check out a very happy and a very young but super talented, had a brilliant Gold Cup so far, Beltran Lowley.
The feeling is obviously being really happy. Now we play the semi-finals on Wednesday. Yes, we played the quarterfinal. That was a really tough game against Green Gates. So obviously, Dubai and me also really happy to be in the semi-final of the Gold Cup. The game was, we knew that it was going to be really tough against Green Gates. It's a really good team with Fran, Isidro, Cachete, and Nur. It's a really good team, so we knew that it was going to be a really tough game. I think that when I will get older, I will consider a lot what Dubai gave me the opportunity to play here with all the group that is amazing. So obviously we are really happy.
Here we go, we're back for the final chukker, the last quarter-final of the weekend, and what a quarter-final weekend it's been. This team that'll take the gold spots here with the highest goals will go through to semi-finals. Will it be Park Place? Will it be Scone? Perotto Cambiasso there, leaving it for Tommy Pinello. Tommy Pinello coming storming through. Pinello might make this 6. Tommy Pinello, what a goal, what an advance. Wow. John, they came straight out of that one, fed from Perotto to Pinello. They went round to the left-hand side. And the confidence now, Pinello, and the horsepower he just came out on there. What a goal.
I have a feeling Coach Adolfo might have said something in at the tent going into this last chukker. What a man that is to have in your corner. Adolfo Cambiasso telling his Scone side, unfortunately out today through injury. But they are still in with a chance as they look to go again. Gonzalez with the backhand into a pony, and it's going to be picked up by Matt Perry. A big goal in this game is the next one. Who's going to take it? It's here now with Facundo Perez. Perez right in between those players again, and look how all of his players go and do the blocking for Facundo. Their captain left now for James Harper, but as the whistle goes on the ground.
I think everybody's stick went up there. Facundo's went up, Matt's went up, Harper's went up. Either that or they're doing a good Wimbledon impression.
So on the instant replay as we look here on the screen, it was Facundo coming through a crowd of players. Matt Perry went in, got pushed into his teammates, so it's going to be penalty-free 40-yard shot. So 10 goals to 6. And the sign of all the greatest players in the world. When under pressure, we've seen it a couple of times. Facundo, just as you wonder whether Scone may get it into 2 1-goal game, he just gets it straight out the line out. So good at that, and a chance here to make it 10-6.
Yeah, I think his confidence of going through rather than round just makes him pretty dangerous in those scenarios, like you say, John. Up, 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 and it's through. Double figures for Park Place. This is going to be a crucial goal, a pivot point. 10-6. And Facundo just struck that really nicely, nice and balanced as he came in for that one. Watched it go all the way through and back to the middle they go.
So Proto Cambiasso looking to take on James Harper. Harper comes back. Told he's got time. Confident play there by the England player James Harper. Looking to take on Proto Cambiasso again. Proto putting on the pressure. He's got to get the ball. He's got to defend from the front and try and find a time to put some more damage on the scoreboard for Scone, but they just can't get it off Harper at the moment. Harper backed up by Facundo Perez, who just flicks the ball back down the boards and finds Matt Perry. Now Matt Perry still up against Pinello. Pinello got the hook. Harper sends the ball down the ground. Going back now is Gonzalez for Scone. Called for the open backhand. He leaves it behind him. Matt Perry may have a chance here. It's Perry in front of Cambiasso. In front now of Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes in. Big bump and a ride off. But Perry looks strong enough here. It's the England player. Perry hooked out the play and eventually falls dead for Tommy Pinello.
The way that Matt Perry stopped as that ball and managed to get that horse to quickly turn and carry on with that advance. That was very good play from Matt Perry. Ball is now back down Scone's end. It's Perotto. Andre Borodin coming in with a ride-off. He's holding him out. Andre Borodin really pushing out Perotto, leaving it open for Harper. Great play by Borodin. Allows Harper to get that nice backhand to feed up to Facundo. Facundo now, he's only got one man to beat. Paradise is coming in, though. He's trying to come in and take him. Facundo just bides a bit of time. Fires it up to Perry. Perry's free now. It's Paradise and Perry. That sounds like a jaunt, Paradise and Perry. Paradise and Perry. Perry under the near side. Oh, Matt Perry. What a goal. Under the belly, nearly near side. What a goal. Matt Perry on the Englishman. Boom time.
That pass though by Facundo Perez as well was unbelievable. I think he's facing the wrong way and he just hit this neck shot all the way down the ground, put it on the plate. And Matt Perry makes it 11 goals to 6. Look at Facundo Perez. He comes in there winning, but he's still ordering Matt Perry into a right position. Now, Scone had to be careful here. The play goes for Facundo Perez. Facundo, who in this game has taken over the mantle as top scorer of the tournament, and he will just take so much time. Look how much space. Facundo Perez sends it long. He eyes it up. Oh, and it's wide for right-hand side. Perotto knew where it was going.
Certainly a little bit more wind in the sails for Park Place, but don't count them out. Scone, we've seen them come back from a deficit such as this. And Perotto, when he turns the afterburners on, he turns the afterburners on. Here he goes. He's got Facundo chasing him. Perotto looks over his shoulder. 3-2-1, comes to it. Little tap, checks up. Dancing from Facundo. Facundo comes in and steals it, but they say no. Umpire says no, Facundo. Not like that. Not under his arm. And so a whistle's been blown. Scone will have a penalty.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see this one again. Facundo came back. Perotto had the ball right next to him. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? So Perotto just drew. Not often you say that. Facundo Perez got drawn into a foul. Perotto went for the swing right at the last second. Penalty 2, 30-yard shot, Perotto Cambiasso.
Along the ground, through it goes, Perotto. 7 on the scoreboard for Scone. 2.5 minutes left. 2.5 minutes left to convert. So work that out, how many goals they need at either end in the next 2 minutes. It's going to be tough. Straight through, comes off Matt Perry's pony. Matt Perry had a great game, Matt Perry. Absolute great game today for Monsieur Perry. Okay, Piedras cuts it through, tries to find Andre. Andre rides down onto it. This is nice, Borodin. Borodin gets a good hit. Hits it past Gonzalez. Perry tries to pick it up. Gonzalez clears.
Gonzalez then. Gonzalez taking it back towards his own goal, just turns it around Borodin. He's had a great final chucker, Andre Borodin, but pressure by Matt Perry, and Matt Perry spun round. It's Matt Perry making his way towards the goal. As he found it, it's cleared off the doorstep.
Cleared off the doorstep from Matt Perry. Cleared. Oh, Borodin's taken a tumble. They carry on playing. Just horse stopped and turned quite quickly. Looks like he's all good. He's going to jump onto something else, Andre, but play continues. Up, down this end, 11-7. Look at Perotto. Piedras takes it to the left, takes it to the right. These two titans together, the titan teams and these titan players. Young versus, well, I'm not going to call him old, Facundo, but young versus old. Definitely in Perotto's eyes, he's only 18 years old. There's the shot! Oh, what a shot from Tommy Pinello. Beautiful finish. Scone say we are still knocking on the door.
So 11 goals to 8. Just over a minute remaining. Can they do it? Players come back to middle. Let's hear it again, ladies and gentlemen, for both sets of players. They put on a great quarter-final. 11 goals to 8 by Park Place out in front. Are they going to be our fourth and final semi-finalists? UAE, that is not going to be an easy proposition. They await the winners of this game. Pinello slows it down, sends it. Perotto was gone. Pinello left it behind, just backs it to himself. We are in the final seconds of this game. It's Tommy Pinello. Can he make it 9? He drives it long down the ground again into the pony. It just hasn't run for them in this final chuck. A tail backhand played by Perry, but it's Perotto who picks it up. Perotto Cambiasso to make it 11 goals to 9 just as the buzzer goes. And I think that is that, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be Scone who run out for winners of our fourth and final quarterfinal.
Park Place.
Sorry, Park Place.
Park Place, John. Don't confuse everybody. Definitely not Scone. Park Place, 11-8. Ladies and gentlemen, taking the Vichai Siwad Hana Prabha Memorial Trophy. Last year's winners of the Gold Cup British Open Championship. They are back in the semi-finals. UAE, Dubai, and Marquez de Riscal are the 4 teams meeting the semi-finals. Very, very happy Ash there, and a very happy Facundo Piedras. Park Place, John, what a great game. It took a while to get going, didn't it? Scone, they tried really hard, but I think every time engineered a lot of plays was the man, FP. Facundo Piedras just made those moments happen, really regrouped his team, but Matt Perry as well. I mean, fair play going to him. And look, a high five to Andre Borodin. He definitely had some good chuckers out there. He had some brilliant defense shots as well.
No, it's a quartet. They were absolutely brilliant in the second half in particular. Facundo Perez will rightly take a lot of plaudits, but there was a big play down by Andre Borodin, as you see, riding off as well. Riding off none other than Perotto Cambiasso in that 6th chucker and ending that chance. They were just knocking on the doors. We look at the progression as well. Scone, they went into the lead earlier on in the game, 1-0. Park Place then scored 2 by the end of that first chucker. And it was all them. 3-2 they led, 4-3. And then that 4th chucker, like I said, the second half is where Park Place really took control. Yeah,
I completely agree. That whole, keep calling it a pivot point, but it was sort of the 4th and 5th chucker. Absolute change. And look at that. Piedras, I mean, he's won this many a time. He's won the Argentine Open. He's, 10 goals at 19 years of age. One of the most accomplished players in the world. And we've got to remember as well, he had that injury with his horse for the at the beginning there. A lot going on in the mind, but has to block that out as a professional sportsman and carry on with the job in hand. So it makes it feel even greater, and I'm sure there's a lot of emotion running there. There's his brother Gonzalo Piedras coming in, and Ash Price, the big cog going in there. I mean, she is the girl behind the organisation for Park Place. They're making sure these guys. Oh, there's father. Wow.
Something in that bloodline there. You
Yeah.
saw Gonzalo there. You saw there Gonzalo, former 10-goal player himself as well. Gonzalito, he made it to 10. Nico Perez had a great tournament with King Power as well. So great to see him. Facundo Perez, year after year. So I think every year there's always question marks about his teams early on. They're like, oh, they're not quite clicking, they're not quite working. There were certainly some after they lost that game to Monterosso convincingly as well.
Yeah.
But it was injuries, and you feel that today as they got back to their full strength lineup, they just really clicked in that second half in particular. And they've got a big task ahead of them in the semi-final, so against UAE. They look very good, but you know, every year they just seem to be able to make it close.
Yeah, we talk about it. You know, they've got to the semi-final stage. There's still a huge gamble. You know, let's see how Harps is after this. He's pushed himself hard, coming back from injury. Will he be good and strong for semi-finals? You know, how are the horsepower? Matt Perry played brilliantly today, but you know that group needs to stay strong now going into what is going to be their toughest part of the game, isn't it? UAE and Park Place, and then Marc de Riscal and Dubai are the 4 semi-finalists.
But they're defending champions for a reason, and a lot of that is for horses. And last year they came up against Dubai. I mean, we commentated that final against Dubai, and before the game it was, Hetter's for one now. Hetter's going to run through. Matt Perry actually playing with Hetter that year. You wondered whether Park Place were going to have the speed, but they did it that year, and you just felt in that second half, Facundo had a lot on his mind after the incident earlier in the game, but he stayed so strong, and he ran that team. But we should also have a quick chat about Scone. I mean, Perotto throughout this tournament, Adolfo coming into the season, he was part of a team. He obviously still his father, the captain of the team, and a lot of responsibility on Perotto. And I think we saw a new style of his game.
Absolutely new style. And I think he's very, very clear in what he likes to do. He likes to take the ball around the pack. He likes to make the space. He likes to use the whole field. He doesn't often dive into the middle of the fray unless he can help it. He's so good at making space for himself and for his players. And then the way the sea parts and his players are blocking each other, and he just allows him to dazzle us with his talent. I mean, it is something. It is like watching another Adolfo Cambiasso. I mean, it really is. And how the game is changing and how he's changing the game.
Yeah, no, we saw Adolfo come over to the UK in 1991, do something very similar back with Tramontana when he first came over. As we look at some of his highlights, though, Tommy Pinello as well, it must be said. He has some great game coming in place of Adolfo. Never easy. Here you see Matt Perry. We mentioned how well he played around the American Gonzalez. They're all coming back. They're all young. All of this Scone side. Here he is, though, Facundo Perez. This time left it for James Harper. That was a great cut shot by James Harper, reaching right out. You could see him kind of point his stick in the direction of the goal. He was never in any doubt. And then Facundo, this is one of the few lineouts he won. And each time it was kind of when they were coming under pressure. That one was right at the end of the chuck. He gave a little fist pump there. He looked really happy. And that's when you kind of tell when you got Facundo giving a fist pump, you're like, okay. Tide changed.
Yeah, he's relaxed. You know, you often see that very concentrated face on him, don't you? And you don't often get a smile until the end. You know, he's concentrating so much. But yeah, it's here's a lovely one of underneath the neck on the near side from Matt Perry. The way he managed to do that, great pass from Facundo as well. So took the final score up to 11 Park Place. Look at that one. That was nice from Pinello just at the end there. Just saying, we haven't finished yet. If we had another minute or so, I reckon we could have popped that on there. Contemplating time for Facundo. Does he know he's on live stream? And go the kids. I don't know. But thank you so much, everybody, for coming in and live streaming us all around the world here. Thank you for joining us. Let's quickly look at the stats before we leave you. Quite interesting. Field goals, 6 to Park Place, 4 to Scone. Throw-ins, 12 to 10. Fouls, 10 to Scone, 8 to Park Place. 4 out of 5 for penalties, 5 out of 6 for Park Place on those penalties. No safety penalties or corners, and yellow cards, none of those. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We will be back with you on Wednesday for semi-finals. It's going to be one hell of a lineup. Dubai,
Marquez de Riscal, their first ever semi-finals in a British Open Gold Cup. UAE, who are looking unstoppable at the moment. And then a Park Place. And when they're good, they're good. So let's just hope when they come in on Wednesday, they are feeling the wind in their sails. Thank you all for tuning in to Calgary TV and Polo Line TV. And we look forward to seeing you on Wednesday. Bye for now.